it's Ian, the singing budgeter, and I'm so glad we have this time together. So welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm a singer-actor here in Orlando, Florida, and I'm on a journey to becoming debt-free. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a breakdown of my very first paycheck of the month of September of 2023. And right off the bat, first thing that I like to do is to head on over to my calendar just to, get an idea of the week ahead. And as you can see, my very first paycheck of September is actually going to be covering September 7th through the 13th. And from the looks of it, it looks like a pretty straightforward week. I have a couple of subscriptions that are being taken out. And then also money is being taken out and deposited into my savings account. Nothing really major this week, no big expenses. So let's get right to filling out my budget for the week. All right, so very first thing that we want to do is to fill out my income. So first thing is my full-time job. And if you're new here, I'm a 40-hour-a-week full-time employee, and I do have the opportunity for some overtime and some extra money here and there, but I never want to budget for that because it's definitely not guaranteed weekly or even monthly. So I just budget for my 40 hours for the week, and for this week it never changes. It's going to be 9/22/31. All right. And then as for side hustles or anything like that, I don't have anything going on this week that I'm expecting. So that is going to be my income for this week, $922.31. All right, so then if we scroll down, we get to my debts and expenses. So right off the bat with debt, I have a mortgage and I have credit card debt, but nothing is due this week. So I'm not going to be budgeting anything for my debt. And then we move on into my bills, and I do have a couple of bills due this week, so let's fill those out. First things first, we have Wow Presents Plus, and that is going to be $5.37, and it's due on the 8th. All right. And then next we have my Apple Care Plus, and that is going to be $9.99, and it's going to be due on the 8th as well. And then I have iCloud storage at $10.69, also due on the 8th. All right, and then next I have my internet that is due. And unfortunately, my promotion period for my internet ran out this past month, and so my internet went up to $69.99, but I called my internet service provider right when I saw that it had changed, and I was able to negotiate it back down, but it's going to be until next month before that change takes effect, so I still have to pay the $69.99 this month. Oops. And then that is going to be due on the 9th. And then last we have Amazon Prime, and that is going to be $15.09, due on the 12th. All right, so those are going to be all of my bills for this week. Pretty straightforward. In total, it's going to be $111.13. All right, let's move down into my cash envelopes. And for this week, nothing is changing with that. So we start with groceries, and then we have eating out, followed by car, and then fun money, and last we have miscellaneous. All right, and if you watched my August video, you know that I was trying to test out my budget for my groceries and my eating out because I wasn't exactly sure how much every month I was spending on that. But as you know, I got COVID, and so I wasn't able to really see if those numbers were actually what I spent. So I'm just going to keep everything the same this month. So I'm going to be, this week, budgeting $100 for groceries and $100 for eating out. and I'm trying to be more health conscious with my eating. And so, I'm making it a point to eat 6 meals a night at home, as well as taking my lunch to work with me. But I don't want to get in a rut and kind of start resenting the fact that I'm eating healthy. You know what I mean. So what I'm doing is I'm budgeting one meal dinner-wise out every week. And then on my days off, I'm also going to be budgeting 2 meals out for lunches. That way I don't get sick and tired of eating healthy, and it actually will help me keep more on track with that style of eating. So I budgeted $100 for groceries and $100 for eating out. May seem like a lot of money for a week, but as I said, I'm going to be kind of testing it out again this month. And if I find that I'm not spending that much money every week, then I will definitely budget differently for the next month. But we're going to see how it goes for this week. All right, next we have my car, and that's going to be getting $50. And that's going to cover, for the most part, just gas and tolls for the week. And then I have $50 allotted for fun money, which can be for whatever I want it to be. And then last, I have $50 for miscellaneous, which is basically anything that doesn't fall into these categories will go into that cash envelope. So again, straightforward, just like every other week with my cash envelope. So it's going to be $350 for that. And let's move down into my sinking funds. So this week, nothing is going to be funded in my sinking funds. I'm going to wait until next week to do that. So $0 for my sinking funds this week. I have nothing for extra expenses either. So $0 for that. All right, let's get down into my investing for the week. So for the first week of September, the only thing that's being taken out investing-wise is for my online savings account. My online savings. And that's just going to be $10. That's going to be taken out on Friday. So I also have a Roth IRA and a brokerage account, but neither of those are being taken out this week. They fall on the first of the month and the end of the month. So the only thing that's taken out is my online savings. And then I also have a 401k, but that is taken out of my paycheck before I even see it and invested. So it's great. It's out of sight, out of mind. And I'll get into detail a little bit more in a different video about all the different investing that I do. But for now, we're just doing my online savings account, and that is going to be $10 for the week. All right, so let's look at my income for the week. As you can see, for my full-time job, it's going to be $922.31. My bills are going to be taken out at $111.13. Cash envelopes at $350, and my investing at $10. When all is said and done, it looks like I'm going to have a surplus of $451.18. And if all goes according to plan, I will take that money and roll it into my next week's paycheck budget. And at the very end of the month, whatever I have left over is going straight into debt. And I wait until the end of the month before I actually put any of that money into my debt, just in case anything were to come up like COVID, where you have to kind of rework your budget or you may not be making as much. I never want to have to draw back out any of the money that I put in. So if I've already paid off these debts, I don't want to have to pull from savings. So I just wait until the very end of the month, and I find that works best for me. All right, so that is going to be the end of this video. Check out the next video, which I'll be doing cash stuffing and probably going into detail about how I was able to turn my COVID month around by, tweaking my finances here and there and giving you some tips and tricks on how to do that. So look for that for the next video. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, have a musical day.